Hi, today we're going to talk about budgeting for digital nomads. This also applies to personal budgeting as well as if you're a solopreneur. My name is Kirsten Barrie, and I'm the owner and founder of Verte Consulting. A little background about me. I've actually been helping companies since 2005, redid the business in 2013 to make it completely remote and helping clients on the cloud. A couple years ago, I decided to niche even more into helping specifically women owned and co owned businesses in the professional services market. Quick overview about some of the objectives we're going to do today. We're going to learn about some budgeting basics that will then in turn help you plan better, which will then in turn help you be profitable. And again, this applies personally and to your business. The first one that we're going to go over is your mindset. And I really love this quote. Change is inevitable, growth is optional. Having a growth mindset when you're confronting an area that is new and you're trying to learn is really helpful. The second is skills, not Channing Tatum skills. I wish those would help us, but we will go over skills. The next is processes, Sheldon's favorite. And then we're going to go over tools. Again, not this tool. So let's go over the mindset. So getting the right mindset. I like to have clients look at their core values. And if you're a digital nomad, this is really important when you're traveling from country to country. What are things that are important to you? I put some examples here. Do you need really good accommodations, quiet, maybe centrally located? Can you stay in a hostel? Where are you going to put your money? Perhaps you really like experiences, so you're going to have to put the money more towards experiences than your accommodations because you just can't have both. Some other examples are charity, location, accessibility, transport. That's a variety in all different countries and cities. Do you like the city? Do you like the country? And one of my favorites, are you near a hair salon and do you need a budget for that? So take some time later and journal. What are your values and list them out. What's more of a high priority versus a low priority? The next is skills. Just attending this is going to obviously improve your skills, so congratulations. But take stock on what your skills are and what your weaknesses are, because the ones that are your strengths will play to that, help the budgeting go better. And the ones that are your weaknesses will come up with ideas on how to make that a little bit easier, give yourself a fun game to overcome those hurdles. Some examples are you tech savvy? That will really help using the apps to budget. Are you organized? That will really help you doing this every day or every week. Or if you're a procrastinator, then you're going to have to find a way to come over that hurdle. Or this is a big one. Are you uncomfortable about money? When that happens, which it does to most people, the best thing to do is just start talking about it with friends. Sometimes family doesn't always go well. Look up articles online. Just start to give yourself more familiarity about money. Maybe attend some webinars. There's always webinars online like you're attending right now. And if you want, feel free to chat with me about money. I will talk all day long with you about it. Now, processes. This is what everyone gets really excited about. But remember, those first two come first before we get into the processes. So I like to tell everyone, keep it simple. The one thing that will also really help is if you set up your fixed costs on auto debit, and that will eliminate decision fatigue. When you have decision fatigue, it adds up. Even if they're small, it will add up. And then when you have to make the big decisions, you will get exhausted and it'll be just very difficult. Or you might make the wrong decision when you're trying to budget or pay for things. I also like to tell clients to do 3 types of budgets: the good, the bad, and the ugly. We'll go over how you do this in a second, but the concepts are your good budget is when things are going really well and you're most likely increasing your profits every month. The bad is where things start to get really slim and you're worried you need to cut down on anything that's extra. The ugly is where you just need to make sure that you can cover food and have a place to sleep. Knowing what these 3 are will help you navigate when those happen, if those happen, as well as kind of inspire you to not get into the ugly. Another really great tool to start look at, and it might take a while to get there, is the percentage rule. 50% of your income should go to needs. 20% of your income should actually go to the future you. So put that aside away for the future. And then the 30% should go to your wants. Try to start budgeting with those percentages, and it'll give you a better peace of mind. The last thing I want to go over is a concept called the one number approach. And just very quickly, what that is where you come up with what your extra spending money is per week or per month, and that's it. So if it's $150 a week, you might spend $100 one week, $200 the other, but you know that that's your limit and that's all that you can spend. I want to cover two really great concepts when you're going over budgeting and the differences. Budgeting is something that you do annually. You create it on a hope of what you want to see. Forecasting is when you use your actual expenses against your budget and see what's actually going on. And those two words get interchanged a lot, but those are the actual definitions, as well as these concepts will help you think with what you need to be doing to come up with your budgets and your money. Another great quote that I really like to let people know when they start getting stressed out about debt is a debt problem is really a budgeting problem. So when you're looking at how to tackle debt, you really are looking at how to be really good at budgeting. Now, first, you can't make a budget unless you know what you're spending and the actual activity of what you're doing. So we're going to look at that. This is an example with software that I use for clients, but you can do something yourself where you can see what money is coming in and what money is going out. So you want to see a very linear look at how much is coming in and how much is coming out on a weekly or a monthly basis. You then want to put that into a spreadsheet, and you can modify the spreadsheet, which we'll go over in just a second. But you really want to see what you're actually spending, and most people are surprised once they tally it up and look at what you want to do for the future. Now we're going to talk about profitability. So again, talking about this budget, play with these numbers because this is an editable file. So you can see here it says October, September, August, July, going backwards, but you want to put in what you want to see and what you hope to spend and what amount of money you want to come in. At the very bottom, you can see if you're in the plus or the minus. Now, tools, this is the last thing. Usually people jump to it first, but I want to point out that you really want to do the mindset and assess your skills and get those figured out and get the process figured out. And then you can use software to help you do the heavy lifting, is what I like to say. Things that you're going to use are your bank. I recommend Xero. A lot of people use QuickBooks. My company is a Xero only company, so of course I'm going to recommend it. But you want an accounting app that works, and those are really the two that I think are great for small to medium-sized businesses. And if you already have a business, you can use those also for yourself personally. Google Sheets or Excel, whichever one you're comfortable with, but you'll want to have a spreadsheet because, like we said, I just went over in the previous slide, you're going to play with these numbers. Now, I always recommend cloud-based apps, and I make sure that they work together. And if they don't, I really recommend Zapier. This is just an example of how you can set up a bunch of software to do the heavy lifting. This is more for clients, but you can actually get your accounting software to integrate with other things, and that will really help with maybe your money coming in, money going out. Feel free to contact me for more details on what that possibly could be. Now, let's put it all together. First, figure out a system that will track your financial activity. Software, your bank, sort of, but you really do want to use like an accounting app. Make sure everything is being recorded, all the credit cards, everything that's being used. And the one thing I really want to tell everybody is do not use cards for business and that same card for personal. Even if it's a personal card, you just put business on it, keep it separate. Do not take the card and think, oh, I'll pay myself back. I promise you that's complex bookkeeping and you most likely won't, and it'll cause problems later. So just keep everything separate. Have your accounts, business accounts, be over here and credit card for business be over here, and your personal accounts and personal credit cards be over here. Decide on your values, which we went over, and then you want to use that information to make the budget. See how it's all connecting now? Then monthly, make the forecasts and adjust as needed. And then use that information to lower your expenses, increase your profits, and you can also make quick decisions, especially if something goes awry. I like to end this with a quote. Every financial worry you want to banish and financial dream you want to achieve comes from taking tiny steps today that put you on a path towards your goals. Suze Orman. So even though if they're tiny steps today, in 6 months, it will make a difference. So just try to start and give yourself goals every week and get through each part of this. Go back and rewatch this, get through each part. And in 6 months, you're going to be 6 months more ahead than if you never did anything. Finally, if you'd like to contact me, here is my email and as well as some of my social media handles. And I would love to talk to you. Email me. I will chat. We can do a free consultation. Anything that you want to reach out to, I would love to talk to you. Thank you so much for attending today. And I hope you got a lot out of this.